Support this podcast via our Patreon and get more writerly goodness. Visit patreon.com/nanocast to join up.
Welcome to NaNoWriMo Every Month. My name is J. Daniel Sawyer. I'm the author of some 20 books, 34 short stories, and numerous articles and other things, and I am your guide on this journey to use NaNoWriMo to level up to professional output levels. Welcome to The Questions, Episode 99. We are on a tear with creativity in this question block. I love questions about creativity. It's one of my favorite subjects. You guys are bloody amazing. I love it. And I say bloody amazing because I'm trying to keep this work safe so you guys can listen to this at work without getting in trouble. Otherwise, I'd be a lot more profane because I'm from the West Coast, and we all curse like sailors out here because, who's going to hear us but the ocean, right? Anyway, today Rob asks, how can I retrieve a story idea I've forgotten before I put it down in my notebook? Well, there's only one way I know of to do this, and that is to somehow recreate the conditions in which the initial story idea occurred. If you can remember what sparked the idea, you can sometimes get back to the idea. If you had the idea while you were reading a particular passage of a particular book, you can try reading that passage again. Same if you were watching a particular movie. If it was a conversation that you had with somebody, you can try replaying that conversation in your head. The really quirky, weird part about this is frequently if you do those things while searching for the idea, it won't actually come up. It's like the somebody else's problem field in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You've got to kind of look at it out of the corner of your eye. You want to try to relive the moment where you had the idea, but don't look for the idea. Just relive the moment and see if the idea shows up, but keep your main attention on reliving and recapturing that moment. If the idea was a strong one, not just that it felt strong, but it really had some legs, the chances are that it will pop out again, and you'll catch it when it does. If it doesn't, after a couple of tries, the next thing I would recommend is to move on from trying to relive the moment and do something that's pretty low-key. Just relax your brain for a while. Don't do anything that really engages it. Take a quiet walk. Listen to some instrumental music. Anything that leaves the language parts of your brain alone for a little while. Take a nap and see if it pops up in the quiet time. Sometimes it will. Sometimes it won't. If it doesn't, at that point I usually try to let it go. And frankly, sometimes after letting it go, it'll pop up later. Sometimes. And sometimes it's just gone. But because creativity works by the almost random association of discontinuous ideas, it's kind of like trying to bottle lightning if you're trying to recapture an idea that you didn't capture at the time. It can happen, but it's an undependable science. The best you can do is try to get yourself back to that mental place where the idea happened in the first place. And there's an art to that requires practice. You may already be good at it, I don't know. It's kind of a Zen Jedi thing. It really is about getting genuinely back into the headspace you were in without cheating and then like having a mental dog catcher following you along with a net, because the idea will see the net and it'll go away. You want your mind to be in the same kind of relaxed, free-flowing state that it was when you first encountered the idea, because the idea emerged from other things that were happening at the time, and it didn't exist on its own. So what you want to do is you want to be in that relaxed state as you re-encounter the same mix of things from which the idea sprang, rather than trying to find the idea as a thing. That's like chasing a mirage. I hope that helps. It actually does work sometimes, so give it a try, and don't get discouraged if it doesn't, because it can take some practice, and it doesn't always work. But good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow. NaNoWriMo Every Month is written and presented by J. Daniel Sawyer and produced by Artistic Whispers Productions. Visit our website at nanowrimoeverymonth.com and leave a tip in the tip jar or join the Patreon to support this podcast. NaNoWriMo Every Month is copyright 2016 by J. Daniel Sawyer and Artistic Whispers Productions and is released under a Creative Commons Non-Commercial Attribution No Derivatives license.